RSA Ground was a subsidiary of Rising Sun Airlines. As a president of RSA Ground, Kentaro Hayashi was stressed about runtimes that had slipped from 10 to 12 minutes in the past year, and it had become very costly. RSA Group was trying to reduce it with same number of employees, and Ken, the president, knew that the executive committee do not give more money to staff up. After some fruitless meeting, Ken decided to work undercover as a service crew member. Now Ken was going for permission to CEO.
Yes, come in.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please sit. What's the matter, Mr. Ken?
Ma'am, you already know that our company's position is worsening day by day. So I decided that I want to make it better to find this problem. Why is worsening there? And I decided that I will work as undercover in our ground position. What do you think about this?
Yeah, actually, I appreciate your ideas and I also support this research because I think this will be fruitful in future times. But make sure it pays off. Got it?
Okay, ma'am. I will try my best to find this problem, and I will know you that.
Then let's meet later. Okay, thank you, Mr. Kim.
Except CEO, only the head of staffing who knew the Ken's plan. Now Ken was going to the staffing head and he accepted Ken's proposal and appointed him as a temporary worker over the next few days. Ken worked undercover as a service crew member and he was nervous than he would expected to be.
First time.
Yes, who are you?
I am Toshi. I am here as also a newcomer. I have here for a month. You will do get better, but not as fast as the manager wants.
Where is the manager?
Mr. Watts, actually she oversees another crew in the morning and she will come our crew in the evening.
Lady Stopwatch?
Yes, actually she shouts out all the time here. Sometimes it's better, but most of the time it was very annoying.
My work is finished. Let's have a coffee.
Okay, let's go.
Today we worked so hard.
You are tired,
Yes.
very tired, right?
Say something about the workplace.
Actually, the workplace is not so good. The environment is also bad, and there is very work pressure. I used to go out from here within 1 or 2 months. If you want to stay longer here, then you should talk to that man, Nobo.
No, he is expert here.
Yeah, he's quite expert. Then you should talk to him.
Okay, then I will talk to him. And that's all for today.
Okay, bye now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, Nobo. Hi. I heard that you are expert here.
That's probably true.
I think that the work is very tough here, and it took also 18 minutes. I do not do this work in 10 or 12 minutes.
I had been done it within 8 minutes. The more experienced people, but fewer of us and around.
Why few people are expert here, and why the attrition rate is high?
Mariculture living a temporary worker, they found the worker too difficult.
So why do you stay here?
I'm here because of I have no education or training to do anything else.
But how did you so good here?
There's some tricks. Let's talk outside. Okay. There are some tricks, but they're not in manuals.
How is your first day going?
Very good, ma'am.
Okay.
I see your team has done the work in 18 minutes, whereas
ma'am.
the other team has done it 16 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
You should do fast.
Ma'am, I will try my best to do faster, ma'am.
Okay.
Amazingly, in the afternoon, Ken's team did it in 16 minutes. And Lady Stopwatch meets Ken after work when he was leaving.
Hey,
Oh, ma'am.
you are doing very well,
Yes, ma'am.
but you look familiar. Have I seen you before?
No, ma'am, not as the cabin crew, but elsewhere maybe.
Oh, okay. I wish you will come back.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
After the observation, Ken called a meeting with the executives to share this observation. Welcome everyone for today's meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You did what in previous days, sir?
Actually, I worked undercover on crew for 4 days and I found many problems.
Very well, sir. I applaud you for understanding how important the employees to our ground level in our business. So we need to invest on our personnel to give them training and higher wages.
How much money will be needed to increase?
It may be 20%.
Probably it would be very difficult to putting this request to the senior executive as they promised the shareholders and the company to increase the margin this year.
Right. Can we get at least 10%?
We can get this, but we should do the task with less money or less budget.
May I offer my perspective?
Of course.
Okay, I think stoppages and competition are terrific ideas. So, if we want to hire people or pay more, it should be at the managerial level.
Then you have any opinion?
I like your thinking, Mayuki, son. But why not use technology to achieve the same result? Make a one-time investment and uses a wiring device to monitoring same employee performance.
Okay, then aren't there any creative or less costly solution here? Maybe I think that is the question, and this meeting is in now and we will discuss after 7 days.
Okay, sir. Then
Then
we will provide our feedback after 7 days.
okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Can you cut turn times without adding staff? Rising Sun Airlines is facing issues with their turnaround times as average turn times have increased from 12 minutes to 20. Due to increased demand faced by the airlines, RS executives had chosen to cut down on budget for staffing and have made the ground staff do more work with the same number of employees to maximize profit. Does Kentaro, the president of RSA Ground, have a solution for the problem? We believe so. The first solution to the problem comes from the hiring processes. Kentaro and RSA must look for staff who are intrinsically motivated. This will help the workers be more persistent and achieve set goals more easily, while also lowering staff turnover in the long run, which is one of the key issues identified in the case. Use the 5 personality traits model to carefully choose the most switchable candidates, those are willing to work in a highly stressful environment. Another aspect to look at is staff motivation. First step to lowering turn times is to start chunking the task from the larger, more complex task into smaller, easier ones. This way, the staff will be able to see visible progresses in their task and be motivated to complete the entire job. A realistic time would be aimed for 15 minutes instead of 12 minutes. Next would be to look at the style of leadership in RSA Ground. Train the managers to not be too bossy, like Lady Stopwatch. Instead, train them to be a leader, not to a manager, by creating a vision, a clear strategy to cut turn times. Allow for more freedom and movement. Help the newcomers grow by empowering the nobles and allowing them to share their shortcuts and tricks. Next, design the job in such a way cleaning is quick and efficient. Avoid going over the same spot twice and train the ground team to practice the processes again and again until it's near the goal time. Kentaro must also investigate staff turnover. He must ensure that the staff are not withdrawn from their work physically or psychologically. This type of detachment will lead to poor performance by that staff. He must also try to provide enough incentives for his staff, rotate their jobs to improve satisfaction, and have something challenging to do, and allow rooms for constructive criticism and share these new ideas with other teams elsewhere as well. Kentaro must focus on creating a fun and enjoyable work culture with clear room for career progression. Ensure that the values of the organization are shared by all in the organization. RSA should implement technologies and systems to properly train the staff in the most effective methods of cleaning. They must also have more staff working in larger planes. Finally, the airline can use tricks such as removing the side pockets of the seats of the planes that travel shorter distance. This way, the passenger will be forced to carry their own rubbish with them when they land, allowing the ground staff to clean up quickly. RSA must also look to reduce time elsewhere by trying to improve their boarding time, fueling time for relieving some stress from their cleaning staff.